Hi everyone, Greg Watson here. Lovely beautiful day in Palmerston North, New Zealand. Something really exciting is happening in the car industry here, and I'm here today with Peter Day from Peter Day Motors because he's using video to sell cars and having amazing success. So hi Peter, how are you today?
G'day Greg, good, thank you.
That's good. Now Peter, you've had a history of selling cars. How long have you been working in this industry?
Probably about 35 years, and 30 years as Peter Day Motors. This is our 30th year in business.
Yeah. So for our viewers, it's a really good conversation around the use of video in the motor vehicle industry. You show online on YouTube and through your website videos of cars that you're selling. Tell me about how long have you been doing that for?
Probably been doing video now for probably about 3 years. Yeah. We were probably the first in New Zealand to do video, and it's going remarkably well for us.
Yep. So Remy, thank you for joining us. For those who are watching the video later, there will be people joining in live, and we appreciate that. So you started just a few years ago. What interests me with innovation, Peter, is how many do you think now are using video?
I only know of one other in New Zealand using videos. So.
Yeah. So what's amazing about that is if you can bring an innovative sort of market edge to an industry, it does take quite some time. I guess a question that's quite interesting for me is when you show videos of cars, what sort of response do you get from people either around the country or locally?
Fantastic, actually, because believe it or not, the average buyer of a car spends 18 hours researching their car before they actually buy the car, and only 2 hours of that time is spent actually on a car yard dealership forecourt. So 16 hours out of 18 hours is spent online. So if we've got video and we can show our customers inside, outside, all the way around the car,
yep,
its features and benefits, it gives us a remarkable edge over our competitors.
Yeah. So hi Dennis, thanks for joining. Peter was just saying how he's one of only 2 car yards in this country that are using videos to sort of walk people through them and to show them the outside. Peter, can you give us a little bit more of an information around how this helps you to sell cars to people that aren't local?
Well, probably 50% of the vehicles we sell are throughout New Zealand, and so the people actually don't even come and see the car on our yard basically. So they rely on the pictures we put up on websites for cars to purchase. Also, they rely on the videos because it gives them pretty much a first-hand impression of that vehicle. They can stop and pause at any stage, zoom in and look at the photographs, especially things like interior, body condition, things like that, tyres. They can get a good appreciation of the condition of the vehicle. And
we're getting some comments here from Dennis, who's saying he thinks it's great because you're bringing the car to the client via video, and I think that opens up the market. And I think the regional market in this area of Manawatu, there's about 130,000 people, but you're opening it up to 4 million people, and that's what's really interesting, folks. So being here in the Manawatu, you're saying 50% go outside the area, which is fantastic. And I guess even for people that are local, do they come into the car yard and say, Peter, we've actually already watched this video?
The vast majority do that. They've actually, even local people will do their research online, and they're comparing our prices here locally with around the country. So we've got to be competitive with our prices and present spectacular vehicles. Yeah. Give us an edge above everyone else in the market. That's what we're trying to do.
Yeah, and what I think's great about that is I completely agree with price competitive, but what's excellent about this is people can make a buying decision a lot easier.
Yeah.
So they could be looking at cars in other regions than their own, make a decision about this car, and they've got that confidence.
Yeah.
So that's really great.
Like I said before, the local people are really using it, and they actually, before they come to our dealership, they're aware of what the vehicle is. So it makes our job when we're selling the vehicle that little bit easier because they've already seen the car and they're already conditioned to what the condition of the vehicle's like. So
yeah, and that's great, because I imagine another thing that people probably really appreciate from a customer point of view is that they don't have to, even locally, go around a dozen car yards to get a really good feel for the cars. And I would imagine with I'll just pan around a bit. Peter's got a really good size yard here, and there's quite a number of cars that would the majority of these have videos on them, Peter?
Yeah, we video every single car that we have on our dealership.
Yeah.
We normally stock between 50 and 60 vehicles at any one time. We're a little bit down in stock at the moment because we've had a pretty good run over the last few months. So we've got...
No, it's been busy, that's great. And probably just one thing in closing, if you don't mind me mentioning, one thing you'd mentioned recently, how not only are your cars very affordable relative to the market, but it's easy for people to like finance has come a long way in terms of it's easy for people to get into a vehicle now, isn't it, when they're looking to buy?
Well, on our website, which is www.pdm.co.nz, there's an online finance app there, so people can go in the comfort of their home 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, go online and do a finance application. It's a no obligation finance quote. We've got very, very competitive interest rates right now, so people might be pleasantly surprised how affordable it is to get into that vehicle right now, actually.
Yeah, so Juliet's just joined in, and Juliet, we're just talking about how Peter uses videos on all of his cars online, and he's only one of 2 people in the country that does it. So Peter, we'll finish up there. Thank you so much. I know there's lots you could talk to us about, but what I love is that people could do the whole buying experience from looking at a car to contacting you through the internet or phone, right through to the finance and getting into a car so easily. So thanks very much, Peter.
No,
and
thank you.
again, lovely day to be sitting here in the sun.